Welcome to the deep dive. We're jumping straight into exploring some powerful ideas today.
We are indeed, and these come from a really fascinating little book one of you shared.
Right, Neville Goddard's Feeling is the Secret. It's from 1944, pretty concise.
Yeah, don't let the size fool you, though. It packs a punch. It dives deep into how we shape our own reality.
So our mission for this deep dive is basically to unpack Goddard's core arguments.
Exactly. We're focusing on that crucial role of feeling, and the subconscious mind in creating our experiences.
We want to pull out those key insights, maybe find some of those aha moments for you.
Without feeling totally overwhelmed by the concepts, hopefully.
Okay, so let's get right to it. The big idea, the central one, is that consciousness isn't just passive awareness.
No, far from it. He says it's the fundamental reality, the cause and the substance of everything.
Right, and he pictures it like a stream, sort of divided.
Into the conscious and the subconscious.
The conscious mind, that's the part we're aware of day to day. Selective, deals with the effects, the world we see.
Precisely. He calls it the male aspect, the selective one. And then there's the subconscious.
Which is vast, receptive.
Yeah, the female aspect, non-selective. This is the realm of cause, the real engine of creation, as you put it.
Okay, so how do these two parts interact? How does the conscious talk to the subconscious?
Well, that's the secret, isn't it? It's through feeling.
Feeling.
Not just thoughts.
Not just thoughts. The ideas we hold in our conscious mind, they get impressed onto the subconscious through the feeling we attach to them.
And the subconscious just takes that feeling.
Takes the felt idea, yeah. And then it gives it form. It expresses it in our outer world.
So the real power, the control, it lies in what we choose to imagine and feel.
That's exactly it. The power to imagine, the power to feel, and the freedom to choose which ideas, which feelings we entertain.
So we should stop trying to fix the outside world directly.
That's the implication. Focus on the cause, which is your inner feeling state. The subconscious is like the womb of creation.
It gives birth to whatever feeling is impressed upon it. As fact. It doesn't judge, it just expresses.
Which means feeling is everything in this model.
It's the sole medium, he says. The only way to impress the subconscious, once an idea is truly felt.
It has to be expressed, good or bad.
Good or bad, doesn't matter. If it's felt as real, the subconscious gets to work.
Okay, this is where controlling feelings comes in. But it's not about bottling them up.
No, definitely not suppression. He's very clear. It's about discipline. Disciplining yourself to imagine and entertain only those feelings.
The ones that contribute to your happiness.
Right. Directing your feelings, not denying them. Because dwelling on negativity, on imperfections.
That impresses the subconscious too, with limitations.
Absolutely. Every strong feeling makes an imprint. And it will be expressed unless
you counteract it with something stronger.
Exactly. A stronger opposing feeling. The dominant feeling always wins out.
That's why feeling I am is so much more powerful than I will be.
I will be implies you aren't now. It reinforces lack. The wish has to be felt as a present state now.
So sensation actually comes before manifestation.
That's what he suggests. Our feelings and the visible world are deeply connected. Our body even reflects our prevalent emotions.
He mentions suppressed emotions potentially leading to disease.
He does. It all points back to focusing on feeling the reality of the state you desire, and then acting from that conviction.
So it's not luck, it's not fate, it's these subconscious impressions we're constantly making.
Correct. The subconscious just accepts as true whatever you feel is true. It's not logical like the conscious mind.
If the mind can conceive it and truly feel it's true,
the subconscious can and must objectify it, make it real in your world. Feelings literally create the pattern.
And it doesn't waste time.
Nope. He says the subconscious never fails to express what's impressed on it. It starts working immediately to manifest it externally.
So to impress a desired state, say, more abundance or better health,
you assume the feeling of already having it. Feel wealthy, feel healthy now.
And don't get stuck on the how or the problems.
Definitely not. Dwelling on difficulties just impresses those onto the subconscious. Focus only on the end result, the feeling of the wish fulfilled.
Because the subconscious doesn't change the idea, it just mirrors the feeling attached.
Precisely. If you feel a state is hopeless, you're impressing failure. That's what it will faithfully reproduce.
He uses that analogy, conscious as male, subconscious as female, like a partnership.
Yes, it's about persuasion, not command. Like influencing a beloved partner with love and feeling, not ordering a servant. The conscious head guides the subconscious heart.
With love, through feeling.
Desires are only accepted subconsciously when you assume the feeling of their reality.
Which leads straight back to, as within, so without. The outside just mirrors the inside.
Everything comes from within. From your own subconscious, you can only see objectified, well, the contents of your own consciousness.
So change the feeling.
And you change your reality. It's that direct.
We already are what we want to be, essentially. The only block is disbelief, not feeling it.
That's the core message. Disbelief is the only real barrier. Seeking outside for what you don't feel you are inside is futile.
You only find what you're conscious of being. To him that hath.
It is given.
Yeah.
Exactly. Realization comes when you deny the contrary evidence of your senses and just appropriate the feeling. Feel the wish fulfilled.
So self-control, mastery of thoughts and especially feelings, that's the goal.
That's paramount. But until you get there consistently, he points to two key gateways: sleep and prayer.
Okay, let's talk about sleep first. He calls it the natural door to the subconscious.
Makes sense, right?
Yeah.
We spend a huge chunk of our lives doing it. It's when the conscious mind turns inward.
And the subconscious is still active then.
Very active. It's reproducing the likeness, the feeling of your waking state into the outer world.
So our life conditions, they're like reflections of the impressions made during sleep.
He calls them children formed from those impressions, reflecting our innermost feelings. As in heaven consciousness, so on earth world.
Wow. So whatever is in my mind and my feeling state right before I fall asleep, that dictates what happens next.
That's the idea. It dictates the expression in your waking world. If you fail to feel the wish fulfilled before sleep,
It hinders it, prevents it.
it certainly doesn't help manifest it. You have to feel the wish fulfilled before sleeping. You draw out what you are conscious of being, not just what you want.
So the practice is to resolve the wish into a feeling before sleep.
Yes, the feeling of being it, having it, or even witnessing it happen.
And hold that feeling as you drift off.
Maintain that consciousness of the desired state as you relax. That last waking concept of yourself dominates your slumber.
He recommends assuming feelings of accomplishment, satisfaction.
Gratitude is powerful here too. That mood right before sleep really shapes the subconscious state.
And the subconscious itself never sleeps.
Never. Sleep is just the conscious mind joining it creatively. Sleep hides the creative act. The objective world reveals it later.
So in sleep, my conscious mind is impressing my self-concept onto the subconscious.
That's it. He uses that beautiful analogy from the Song of Solomon. Seeking the beloved, the fulfilled wish, holding on to it and bringing it into the mother's house.
The subconscious.
Is the subconscious. Go to sleep feeling the wish fulfilled, and you give the subconscious the pattern to express.
So nightly practice. Assume the feeling. Never sleep discouraged or feeling like a failure.
Absolutely crucial. The subconscious embodies beliefs, good, bad, indifferent. Just takes what you give it through feeling.
So ignore appearances before sleep. If things look bad,
Disregard them. Feel things are as you desire them to be. He quotes the Bible. He calleth things that are not seen as though they were.
proof follows the feeling, it doesn't come first.
Exactly. Dreams, desires, they take form because you assume the feeling of their reality first.
And don't limit yourself to past experience.
No. Imagine states beyond anything you've known. All visible things were once invisible states, called forth by feeling them into reality.
So the creative process. Imagine, then believe it by feeling it.
And always expect the best. Assume the best.
The world changes when my conception of it changes. Back to, as within, so without.
Always. The only one you ever need to change is yourself. Convince yourself of the reality you desire.
The results will follow, confirming the belief.
Results confirm fixed beliefs, yes.
And this applies to other people too, instead of trying to change them.
Convince yourself they are already as you desire them to be. Feel that reality about them.
Realization really hinges on convincing myself.
Convincing yourself of the wish's reality. Change your belief, your feeling state, and expression must change.
So every night, feel satisfied, feel spotless, feel the wish fulfilled before sleep.
That's the practice. Because waking life just corroborates those subconscious impressions made during sleep.
Daily events are effects, not causes.
Correct. Free will is the freedom to choose your mood, your feeling. But the expression of that mood is the law of the subconscious.
And actions are determined by those impressions.
Actions are determined by subconscious impressions, believing we act completely freely without acknowledging those causes.
It's just ignorance of how it works.
It's ignorance of the subconscious causes, yes. Change thought and feeling. Change your world. Don't dwell on past mistakes. Let them go.
Feeling a state produces that state. My self-concept dictates my role.
And feeling your wish fulfilled before sleep casts you in that role for the next day. Sleep is like the rehearsal.
Acceptance of the end brings the means. That's a big one.
Huge. If you don't consciously feel the wish fulfilled before sleep, you just take the day's reactions, the day's feelings into the subconscious.
And that predetermines the next day, to some extent.
It heavily influences it. Your only freedom then becomes freedom of reaction to events that are already sort of set in motion.
Unless you consciously define that bedtime attitude.
Right. Otherwise, you sleep in a composite, a mix of all the day's feelings and reactions, and every reaction makes another impression.
Affecting future actions, wow.
Ideas with feeling are creative actions. Use this power wisely.
He likens waking life to a gardener choosing seeds.
And falling asleep with a specific self-conception is planting that seed in the fertile ground of the subconscious.
So the bottom line for sleep. Sleep in the feeling of the wish fulfilled.
That's the essence of it.
Okay, now the other gateway he mentioned, prayer.
Yes, and he sees it functioning similarly to sleep, another entrance to the subconscious.
He connects it to that biblical idea of going into your closet to pray in secret.
But interprets the closet or inner chamber as your own inner state, your consciousness.
So prayer isn't about specific words or rituals necessarily.
Not primarily. It's about achieving a state of mind. A state like sleep, actually.
How so?
It reduces the impact of the outside world, quiets the senses, and makes you more receptive to inner suggestion. Relaxed, receptive.
So it's less about what you ask for.
And more about preparing yourself to receive. Getting into the state of believing you have already received.
That's the only condition, believing it's already done.
That's the only condition he gives for effective prayer. Believe your prayers are already realized.
Assume the feeling of the wish fulfilled again.
Always. Assume that feeling. The moment you accept it, the subconscious finds the ways and means.
So successful prayer is yielding, surrendering to the wish, feeling it fulfilled.
Exactly. It's yielding to the wish as an accomplished fact.
And a disciplined person is kind of always in that state, tuned in.
Ideally, yes. They know consciousness is the only reality. Feelings are the real causes. So they deliberately avoid feelings that don't contribute to their happiness.
Whereas the undisciplined person relies on their senses, struggles to believe what they can't see or touch.
Right. They struggle to believe what the senses deny. That's why shutting out the senses, turning inward, is key before prayer.
That state of, I'd like to, but I can't, that's a barrier.
A huge barrier. You attract what you are conscious of being, not what you wish you were.
So prayer is the art of assuming the feeling, of being or having what you desire.
That's the art, precisely.
What if your senses are screaming the opposite? Conscious effort seems counterproductive then.
It is. Trying to force it, fight reality, it doesn't work. Prayer is yielding, not forcing. If there's a conflict, the dominant feeling wins.
So it should feel effortless.
Effortless.
Yeah.
Natural.
How do you yield like that? How do you get into that state?
He suggests creating a passive state, like a daydream or reverie, or that feeling just before sleep.
Mind turns away from the outside world, senses the inner reality.
You're conscious, but you don't really feel like moving or acting. Very relaxed.
How do you get there? Any techniques?
Get comfortable. Lie down, close your eyes. Imagine feeling sleepy. That faraway feeling, that heaviness. That means you're getting close.
Okay, so you're in this passive state. Then what?
Then you imagine your wish fulfilled. See it in your mind's eye. But crucially, feel it. Feel as if it's already happened. Don't worry about the how.
Just the feeling of the end result.
Just the feeling. He mentioned sometimes in deep passivity, thoughts might feel like inner pronouncements, like they're just spoken within you.
But you don't have to reach that super deep state.
No, full passivity isn't essential. Just create a passive state and feel the wish fulfilled. That's the core.
And the idea is everything you need or want is already yours, potentially.
It's already yours in potential. You don't need an external helper. You call desires into being by imagining and feeling them as already real.
Accepting the end makes you indifferent to failure because it brings the means.
Exactly. If you truly accept the end, you become kind of indifferent to potential setbacks. You trust the means will appear.
Coming out of that prayer state, it feels like you've seen the end of a movie.
Yeah, like seeing the happy ending of a play, even if you don't know how all the plot points resolved. It gives you this calm assurance, a quiet confidence, even if things look messy outside for a bit.
Okay, finally, he talks about spirit being connected to feeling.
Yes, getting into the spirit of the state you desire.
How do you do that?
By assuming the feeling. The feeling of already being that person, having that thing, living that reality.
And when you capture that feeling, the effort stops.
The need for effort dissolves. Because in consciousness, where it matters, it's already real.
Every idea has a feeling attached to it.
So assume the feeling associated with your realized wish. That's how it manifests.
Faith is feeling.
Plain and simple. According to your faith, your feeling, be it unto you, you attract what you are, not just what you want. To him that hath, it shall be given. It always comes back to assuming the feeling of the wish fulfilled. That's the condition for realization.
He also brings in these more spiritual or religious references, like being created in God's image.
Right. And let this mind be in you, which was also in Christ Jesus. He uses these to suggest our inherent divine potential.
So it's not just about believing in God or Jesus.
It's about believing you are, in the sense that you possess the same creative power through your own consciousness.
Believing as Jesus believed, is that the interpretation?
That's how he frames it. He that believeth on me, the works that I do shall he do also, interpreted as believing as Jesus believed about his own nature.
His ability came from believing he was one with the Father, with the creative source.
Yes. And it's natural to act according to your self-belief. If you believe, you are that creative power.
You'll start to see the results of it.
Exactly. So live in the feeling of being the one you want to be. Persist in that feeling. And you will be.
Believing this advice, applying it, that establishes the reality of success within you first.
Yes, it's about internal conviction leading to external results.
Okay, so wrapping this up. This deep dive into feeling is the secret. The core message really is about the immense power of our consciousness.
Absolutely. And specifically, the power of our feelings in shaping reality via the subconscious mind. It's often unseen, but always working.
Yeah. And for you listening, seeking those actionable insights, those aha moments.
You really hope this exploration hit the mark.
Yeah.
Gave you something concrete to work with.
It definitely makes you think, doesn't it? About how you normally relate to your feelings.
Are you consciously cultivating feelings that match your desires, especially before you sleep, or in moments of intention?
It's a powerful question.
Which leads us to maybe a final thought for you to chew on.
Go for it.
If your feelings truly are the architects of your personal world, what kind of world are you actively right now feeling into being, moment by moment?
That's definitely something to reflect on. A great place to leave it.